I want to show you how to create a quiz on My Big Campus in the Schoolwork section. So we're going to go to Schoolwork over on the left-hand menu, and we're going to click Create New Quiz. Now I'll tell you that I feel like the quiz options in My Big Campus are pretty limited. You can only do multiple choice and true-false, and you can't add a picture or a diagram to go along with any of the quiz questions. However, it does allow instant grading, and you can see your stats for the whole class, so you can easily tell if a concept has been mastered by the class as a whole, or if there's something you have to go back and reteach, or maybe there's just a couple kids who need to work on that particular skill. So it is very helpful for those purposes. So you're going to first click on Graded. I don't know a whole lot about the differences here. I know that when I've done a survey, it still shows right and wrong answers, even though you don't mark anything as right or wrong. So you definitely want to keep it on Graded for now, and as I learn more, I will let you know about that. So we're going to make a quiz about earthquakes here. You definitely have to put something in this box. You cannot leave it blank, but you can put something like choose the best answer or whatever you need to do. You can assign this to an entire class group or more than one group at a time. If you have different sections and you've got separate groups for them, you can assign the same quiz to both sections. Or another thing you could do is give it to certain members of a group. So you could select this and then choose just the kids that you want to give this particular quiz to. So you can select and differentiate that way, maybe give different versions of the quiz to different people in a group. You have some options here about shuffling. I like to make sure that I always show the students the results of their quiz when they're finished so that they can get some instant feedback. This section is very important, not so much the publish on, although you could delay it if you didn't want it to be visible for a while, but to make sure that the needs to be submitted by is done far enough out that all of your students are going to have an opportunity to take it even if they're absent. So in this section, you are going to be entering your question and your answer. So I'm going to go ahead and type these in, and we'll continue the recording. Alright, so I've typed in my question. You have the option here between multiple choice and true-false. I've entered a number of points I want it to be worth. I've entered my options, and you have to select which one is the correct one, of course. Don't forget to do that. You get an error message. You can reduce the number of options by deleting one of these rows, or you can add more options by adding another answer choice. And then you can continue to add questions until you have your entire quiz completed. So I'm going to click Save and Continue. And I have saved this quiz now. Now if you go back to your Schoolwork tab after you've saved that quiz, there are these tabs across the top, assigned by you. Here's the quiz that I have just created. If I go into the quiz, then you can see who has taken it, and none of the students that were assigned this quiz have taken it yet, but you can see a class average very easily. The greatest part is that you can go into question statistics and see very quick glimpse of how well the students are doing, what percentage of the class got a particular question right and missed a particular question, and you can get that instant feedback. Send me an email if you have questions about how to create a quiz in My Big Campus.